How you doing? Okay, so I lost a lot of weight. 120 pounds, that's a lot of weight. And I could write a book, maybe that'd make me some money, but I'm not a doctor. Not even a nutritionist. I'm not about to put the time into writing a frickin' book. It's gonna take me way too long, but thanks to YouTube, I can get this information out there to those poor little fatty kids like I was once and help them to find the path to, at least some level of happiness that's, it's not exactly, it's not the answer to, it's not the key to, your happiness at all, but it doesn't hurt, and if you can get past some of the mental barriers that develop when you're heavy, then you can really make a lot of them. Unfortunately, I'm sort of trapped, but you'll see that when you start doing something to, start the process towards, bettering yourself, then you do come on something of a roll. I'm not exactly moving at a record pace or anything, but you'll see things do get better. Anyway, so here we go. This is the I probably should have taken this out beforehand, so it didn't take me forever, but God, this is not professional at all, but I think I give a damn. Okay, ready? This is, that's not the good one. This is the good one. This is the old me. Check this out, alright? Alright, there it is. See, that's the old me. If you don't even see, it's barely, but you can see I'm pretty much a fatty. That's me now. Me then, right? Pretty impressive, is it not? Thank you. 120 pounds, and kept it off for 6 years now. I think it is. You look at those Subway commercials. Jared's getting tubby again, alright? Jared, you son of a bitch. I ate a lot of Subway on my diet, alright? And I would have been perfectly happy if Subway people came and they, boom, fucking done with work, alright? I'd be hawking sandwiches and be fine with that, and I'd be doing a better job of that former fat ass and soon to be fat ass once again. So, here's how you do it, people. It's you gotta do, this is my diet. I'm letting the secret out. This is important information. So, as a fat person, I know that food is really good, It's really damn good. Cheese, that was my thing, love cheese. So, you can't give that up. People tell you, you can't eat cheese, you can't eat that anymore, or, maybe you can eat some of it, you can have a small portion, Give me that fucking small portion bullshit. No one who's heavy can control themselves permanently, But on the weekends, see, here's where my thing comes in. This is actually sort of ripped off from my great Uncle Julius, but great man and a great diet. 5 days a week, eat 30 grams of fat or less. Now, some people tell you, oh, well, it's sugar, carbs, blah, 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 calories, things like that. You don't have time to worry about this. You don't have to be checking every last thing, see how many sugars it has, see how many carbs it has. It's going to take you freaking forever, But you pay attention to just the fat, and as long as you cut it down 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, under 30 grams of fat per day, 30 or under. It's pretty low, but it's really not that hard. And then on the weekends, you got whatever you want. Eat whatever you want. And, besides, most of your really good food opportunities come on the weekend. That's why make the weekends, even special occasions, holidays, you're cool on that too. Eat what you want. The only thing is you do have to exercise. Now, I did a lot of exercise, so, I'm sure that was a combination of diet and exercise. I have no doubt in my mind. I used to do, at one point I was doing an hour of cardio exercise a day. I just to let you know, I lost the weight in 9 months. That's not very long to go from being a fat person to being a pretty normal looking person overall. If you want the whole profile, I'm sure that dude up. See, let's see, it's not, nothing. It's like, there's some things, unfortunately, you're never going to be able to completely get rid of, all the sorts of remnants. There will be some signs that, you did lose a lot of weight, but you can always have surgery done if you want. I opted not to because I want to go through the pain, and I can accept where I'm at and be fine with it. So basically, it's an important, what you really got to do, the way to beat it during the week, especially. I know it's going to be tough during the week. You just got to find foods that are healthy, low in fat, and taste good. Now, at this point, I've gotten down to, one of several meals that sort of holds me through. Now, I sort of eat out a lot, so that's not a very good thing for most people, because most people want to prepare their foods. But, if you like to prepare, if you do want to prepare your foods, you go out and get, if like health magazines, or just look on the internet. There's so many healthy recipes on the internet, but mostly low fat, And your main meal should only be, 15 grams of fat or less, probably. You want to try to hold to that, maybe 20 or less, but, the higher your main meal is going to be, the less you'll be able to eat. And, the whole eating during the day, or, it's better off, for me anyway. I mean, it's probably good to eat during the day, but you really want to be full at least once during the day, I find for me it's better to let my hunger build up during the day, and then dinner time I just eat something that fills me up, because you don't want to go to sleep being hungry, because I know late night it's hard to avoid the snacking, so late night you want to have, or dinner time you want to have a big meal, and then usually lately it's been just frozen yogurt for dessert all the time. And frozen yogurt, as long as you get fat-free frozen yogurt with, there's a place by us that's really damn good in Santa Cruz. But there are other options, fruit isn't the greatest, but it tastes good, but it's not really considered dessert particularly. I know most people like to call it a dessert. It's not really dessert. It's just some kind of bowl that they made up so that they can try to keep people happy, but no one's going to be happy with just fruit. But I don't know, offhand it's hard for me to think of any good low-fat dessert, actually, to be quite honest with you. I used to have like cottage cheese and jelly. That's not bad. To get really good jelly, I don't know. Toast with jelly. I'm talking like the blueberry, really good with the actual blueberries in it. Choose your type. I'm not going to put out a plug here for anything specific. But the important thing is, and usually for me, I would end up replacing fat with either salt or sugar. And some people would say, oh, well, both salt and sugar are bad for you. Well, the whole bottom line is you want to lose the weight. If you lose the weight, no matter how much you eat of other shit, you're going to be fine on the overall, health, levels and everything. Your BMI will come down, I guarantee you that. Absolute guarantee. So anyway, this is Tim telling you, do it now. You can do it. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do it. For a long time, I didn't think I could do it, but it's really not that hard. And you'll see once you get started, especially I'll weigh yourself every week. And you'll see as the weight starts to come, and it peels off really quick in the beginning. And once you see the weight peeling off, it'll just spur you. It'll be unstoppable. Trust me. Do it for your health. Do it for your happiness. Adios.